Those of you that haven't met me before, my name is Tracy McMahon. I'm an intuitive spiritual mentor. And what that means is I help people to extract the magic from within them, bring it out into the world and share it. And today we're going to be talking about rituals and practices that you can use in your soul heart-led business that can help you to be more in alignment and bring your actual message and what really lights you up, not doing it for, you know, what you think it should look like or who you think you should be or how you think you should act in the world, but actually really connecting in with yourself and really starting to co-create with the universe, Mother Nature, and your higher self. This is a powerful thing. So I'm just going to give you a couple little things that you can think about. Firstly, like we're all here talking about spiritual, heart-led, soul-led businesses. I want to talk into the word spiritual. There's so many people that don't think that they can do this because it doesn't look like what they think it looks like, or somebody has shown them what spirituality looks like and they don't feel that that's them. So you don't go, oh gosh, I don't know, am I spiritual enough? Is this okay? Like, is this allowed? All of the things. So spirituality, you've probably been living it since you were born. It's for people that are connected to their own heart. And if you can feel your heart, if you can actually, like, if you are in an area and you go, oh, this doesn't feel right for me, or oh, this does feel right for me, that's being spiritual, because it's you being connected. Connection is the key to spirituality. So when we talk about soul-led, heart-led business, the number one thing that I want you to really think about is you are the life force of your business. It's you. And without you, your business will not grow. You will not create the income, the impact, the legacy. None of the above will happen if you're not out there presenting yourself as the best version of you, or as you are. So if you're constantly worrying about what other people think or what other people are doing and how you should be doing it, you're missing the point. It's all about you. It's all about you being you and doing things the way that your heart feels so activated and you feel so lit that you actually go out and share that with the world. So I'm going to show you a couple of different practices and rituals that I use and have used for a very long time, even before I was aware that I was even using them. And I think that that's something I want you to really think about right now is, when we do things so naturally, we're not even aware that we're magic. We're not even aware that it's not what other people are doing, because we just do it so naturally. So you might be looking at somebody else and thinking, oh, I wish I was like them, but you're watching what they do. You're not actually watching what you do. So what I'm going to ask you to do is turn your attention inward. So the first thing we're going to do is, I want you to close down your eyes, place your hand on your heart, and I want you to say the words to yourself. I call myself home. I call all parts of me home. Just allow yourself to feel your heart, feel the energy between your hands and your body. Feel how good it feels just to close down your eyes for a minute. Relax your shoulders. Relax your jaw. Now, this is a practice that I do every single morning and every single night when I hop into bed. And I wanted to explain why. When you are like a love heart on legs and you're wandering around, if you're doing some sort of heart or soul-led business, you're here to help people. You're here to make a change, to make impact in the world. And so you leave yourself in parts of your life. You've left yourself in conversations you've had. You've left yourself in experiences that you've had. You like release parts of yourself to everything and everybody else. And you forget to call it all back in so that you can feel whole. Because without us being in our wholeness in our business, we are not showing up and bringing our whole self to what we're creating. And so when we bring ourselves home and come inward, we get to feel what's feeling good, what's feeling right in our business, what's feeling a bit, oh, that feels a bit off. Or, you know what? Am I doing that for the right reasons? Am I coming from a place of lack or scarcity or fear? Or do I feel really in alignment with this and it feels really good in my body? So before I make any decisions now, when I'm creating something, if I'm going to have a conversation with somebody, I always stop and I will just hand on heart or hand on solar plexus, and I'll just, in my mind's eye, just, how's this feel? What's this feeling like? Does it feel good? If I feel, then I know, actually, no, girl, you need to sit with this a little while longer, or there's something just not quite right. Because this is the thing, when we keep ourselves busy, this is a word that I use, it's a four-letter word that I hear too often. I'm so busy. I'm so busy. I'm so busy. Oh my gosh, can you stop saying how busy you are? I'm grateful that you're busy. That's so great that you're busy. But if you actually break it down as to whether you're being productive in that busyness, because when we keep telling ourselves we're busy, we're creating this energy of, no, I don't have time. And we're stopping all of this good, all the opportunity and the possibility from coming in. We're actually blocking it because we're just saying to the universe, you know what, I'm too busy. So you will find that clients will not be showing up. Your programs aren't going to be selling. Your products aren't even moving off the shelf. Nothing's happening because you're in this constant state of busy. Working the way that I do now, I have more time than I've ever had before in my life. And I have more space in between the notes. And that's how music is played. So my work now is so effortless and it feels like music because I allow myself to sit and feel things before I act upon them now. So it's a very important thing to do. How much time are you giving yourself in solitude, in silence, without anything going on in your ears, without anything scrolling, without any like outside influence? How often do you give yourself the space to just simply sit, close down your eyes, hand on your heart, call yourself home? The silence allows for you to bring your own wisdom up to the surface, where you don't have to rely on outside influences to create your business. You actually bring it up for yourself. If you are your life force energy, then you need to listen to yourself and what's going on for you. So, excuse me, there are things like, creating a sacred space for yourself, even if it is your desk. My desk is full of crystals, oils, sage. I burn sage as I work. There is all of my energetic stuff. I've even got my journals. I've got my oracle cards. They're all here for me to access as I work. The space that I sit in, I make sure that it's very energetic. It's very in alignment with me. I don't have it feeling not like me. This isn't an aesthetic for everybody else to be pleasing for my viewers to see. This is actually for me. So I create my space so that I feel, oh, this is so me. I love it. Like I just get myself so excited over this space. So it's a place I want to come. And it's a place where my creativity can grow because there's just so much to look at, so much to play with, so much to activate me. So a sacred space, you might have an altar. You might just have a little area where you just light a candle. For some of you that are more minimalistic than obviously I am, then, but you can still create some area or space where you bring in whatever it is that really sets your heart on fire. And what you can do is you could actually add something from each of the elements. So one of the things that I do is I offer an elemental series, which is an online program where it goes for a whole 12 months, and it starts at fire, it goes to earth, we then go through water, and then we go to air. And I take people on this journey about how to recognize when each element is out of balance and how to bring it back into balance, and then how to work with it when you've got it. Because, oh my gosh, when you start to work with the elements, so many things can change for you. So if we start off with fire, fire is that passion, that it's that creative force within us. Fire is so creative and so powerful. The problem is with fire, though, is if it's out of balance, it can be destructive. So what I teach in initiation is about fire being either destructive or productive. Because the destructive side of fire is that we feel angry, we feel rage, we feel pissed off, we feel that, oh, and what it is emotion is simply energy in motion. So if you feel activated, I use that instead of the word triggered. I think triggered takes you into the trauma, activated brings you out of it. So when you're feeling activated by something and it brings you to anger, using that to go, oh, why has this activated me? What is this about? Why am I so angry about this particular thing? What you will find as passionate women that we are, anger is a really good, I call it my GPS signal, because it shows me I've got to place it somewhere. I've got to give that anger somewhere to go to get it out of me, because usually it's passion. Usually it's really risen some sort of passion in me. So if you don't have somewhere creatively that you can send that energy, you'll burn the house down. So your fire can be so amazing. It can be so powerfully potent that if you think about it, some people can actually use fire to blow glass and create the most intricate glass sculptures. Or fire can burn down a city. And usually us creatives, we have the capacity to do that one. So whereas if we start to think, right, my mission in life is this, or this is what I'm passionate about, I'm going to use this energy of anger and I'm going to transform it into passion, and I am going to bring it and direct it into whatever it is that I'm creating, which for us is our business. So use it. But instead of going, oh, I'm so angry, I'm so angry, I'm so angry, what that actually does is it will shift how you respond, your actions, your thoughts, everything will change, and you will come from a space of anger. Whereas if you sit with that and go, okay, this is anger. What is it doing? How is this rolling? And start to think about, okay, I can see I'm getting activated here about this. Work through it and then use that to go, oh my God, I've just seen how I can actually work with that. It's very exciting. Fire excites me because you get to transmute it. You get to actually go from to war. So if you think about a flame, the flame is the yellows and oranges are just the loud, noisy, boisterous flames, but you can run your finger over that all day. It's not going to burn you. So it's not powerful or potent in that part of the flame. The reds and the deeper reds, they start to get a little bit deeper, but it's in the white and the blue flame where that is powerful. That's where the burn happens. If you've ever played with like a Bunsen burner when you're doing science at school and you turn it all the way up, you can actually see the white and the blue flame. That's the flame that burns within us. That is our passion. That is our creative drive. That's the part that's potent. That is the part of the fire that we want to use to forge our business. And that creates the action that we need to take. The next one is earth. Earth is so beautiful because you can be really grounded and stable and just in that real like knowing, like this is it. I am like, this is great. I know that this is what I'm doing. Earth, on the other hand, when it's out of balance is when you feel stuck and when you feel stagnant, when it's like you just like, yeah, you think about like you just got nowhere to go. You're going, I just don't know what I'm doing. And you can feel really dense. So earth is amazing in the fact that we need the structure in our business. We need the stability in our business. We need that longevity and that sustainability. So working with your earth element, that's where grounding yourself is really important, because what happens is when you're ungrounded or your earth is out of balance, you will find that the monkeys in your head take over. I like to call them negative Nancy and hormonal Mary. But when negative Nancy comes to visit, she tells us all the reasons why we can't and we shouldn't, and all the roadblocks come up and all of the things happen for us. If we ground that energy and we actually come back into our body, it's the physical that we need to do. So moving your body is really powerful in any way, shape or form. Dance around the kitchen. You don't need to go and do some dramatic thing, but just moving your body, going out barefoot on the ground and actually connecting with the frequency of Mother Earth is really, really powerful in this moment. Getting some sunlight on your face, closing down your eyes and just allowing the sun to actually just sunbathe for a minute. Moon bathing. My personal favorite, is sitting out underneath the moon and just allowing myself to connect with the energy of the moon. So sitting there and in contemplation is another beautiful thing to do to ground that earth element. So when I say this, I mean, actually allow yourself the space to get outside, sit and watch a spider build its web. Just watch the butterflies and the dragonflies. Listen to the birds. Go and sit next to the tree. Get your hands on the earth. Sit with her. Go and sit on the beach and feel the waves and just smell the salt air and really connect with her. I'm just going to show you something that if you can't do that, let's just say you're currently still working in an office. The way you can connect to Mother Earth's rhythm is just gently cupping your ears. That actually sounds like a seashell. And you can connect with her rhythm really beautifully simply doing that. Another one is if you're feeling really overwhelmed and you're having a very external experience and there's just so many distractions and so many things going on around you, and you just think, oh my God, this is too much. Just get your hands and place them about an inch away from your eyes and just close your eyes down. Hold your hands up. Allow the energy between your face and your hands to build. And then you can simply wash yourself with that energy and clear away everything that is not serving you, because you are the life force energy of your business and you need your energy to be clear and clean and in alignment with who you are, not with everybody else outside of you. Water. Now, water element. Oh, she's beautiful. I have a chart in my astrology that is mostly Pisces. So this is my jam. And the other one is air. So I've got Gemini as well. So I've got that air element, but mostly she's Pisces. Now, I used to not want to be that because I thought, oh, it's so emotional. But yes, it is when it's out of balance. So water, go and spend some time watching water, witnessing how amazing water is. And this is something that I'd really like to share with you with your business. When you feel like you're stuck or stagnant and you need flow in your life, go and watch a stream. Go and actually watch energy flow so that you can connect with that and align with the frequency of flow. If you feel it's all air and it's up in the air and it's everything's like feels like it's scattered and all over the place, go be with a tree. So Mother Nature's constantly talking to us. She's constantly sharing messages. She's showing us how we can come into balance and into alignment. Go and visit with her. So if you find that there's obstacles in your way and you just can't seem to get through it, go and watch water move over rocks and round logs and over anything that is in its way. Water can just gently, in that feminine form, go up, around, through, manages those obstacles so beautifully. So watch it. If you can't get to Mother Nature, instead of scrolling on your socials like for no reason and just wasting time, get on YouTube and actually look at videos of like rolling water, stream of water, waves, and just watch it. Because a simple act of watching it, you will start to connect with it. It's very, very powerful to do this. Water can be powerful. At the same time, it can be gentle. So it's just so magnificent, this energy of water and how it can show us that you can be so, so gentle, but powerful when you need to be, so that you don't get stuck in having to be one way in your business. We are multi-dimensional creatures. There is so many parts to us and so many dimensions to us. Water shows us this and how to work with that. And the last one is air. Air is amazing because it's all about wisdom and knowledge and our communication. It also connects us to the universal intelligence that's available all around us. So when our air element is in balance, we are clear. We are very focused. We can communicate our truth. We can impart knowledge, and we can draw up that inner knowing and inner wisdom that we have, and we can access messages from spirit, from Mother Nature, from cosmos. It's incredible what the air element does for us. It's a very visionary experience. So this is where we get that, like that visionary, so that we can vision what we want to bring into the world. It's a very creative energy. Out of alignment or out of balance, you seen a hurricane? Have you seen what a tornado can do? So it can rip up everything and just blast it away. Or it can come and just gently kiss your cheek, like a little breeze kissing your cheek. Again, witness what Mother Nature is doing. When it's windy, don't be, oh, I hate wind. Actually have a look at what wind does. And if you want to connect with air element in a way that could be fun as well, you connect with music. Because across the airwaves is how we actually get to hear music. It's the air element that brings us music. So if you really want to connect with air, listen to some music. And so that would then encourage you to move your body. It'll allow you, there's so much that can happen with music. So using your air element in your creative process, it's a must. So using all the elements and doing like that daily practice of coming home to yourself, setting yourself up a sacred space. Now, let's just say, through your creative process, and this, I keep saying those words, creative process, I want you to really start to think about when you create something, whether it's buying a house, or building a program, or jumping in and starting to do healings for people, or anything that you're creating in your business, think about the steps that you take to get there. Think about how it feels for you. Think about whether you throw tantrums. I'm a tantrum thrower sometimes. I go, oh no, that doesn't work. It's not working, blah, 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 blah. But that's part of my process. Another part of my process is sitting and staring at the trees. Contemplation is an amazing part of our process, and yet so many of us judge ourselves for it because we think we're wasting time, or we think we're procrastinating. Contemplation, where we're just sitting there and just like contemplating the world. So much happens when we're doing this. Doing things that are outside of our everyday, doing things that are artistic, painting, go learn some pottery, doing things that are adventurous, that set your heart rate up a bit, that actually get you out of your thinking, your analytical mind, and tap you into your creative mind. Because when we tap into our creative mind, that's when we open up our channel and we become more intuitive. And then we follow our intuition. We can't think our business into being. That is not how it happens in the world that we live in. Thinking of an idea and forcing it to happen is not how this happens. It's about allowing ourselves to be a vessel for the work that we're bringing in, and allowing ourselves to tap into that infinite intelligence that is all around us as well as within us. So as above, as below, as without, as within. It's all around us. If we're not taking the time to spend with ourselves and our vision and our mission and how we feel about it, we are just thinking our business into being. And that's going to be a bit compared to what it actually can be when you bring you into it. So you are the life force energy of your business. How are you connecting to yourself on a daily? Are you journaling? Do you do anything where you're writing down your thoughts? Do you spend even 5 minutes in the morning before you get on with your day to actually just check in with yourself? You don't have to be spending hours, I sometimes do, before you start your day. But if you are not giving yourself time first in the morning, and you just go out there and start working on your business and getting, here I'm everything for everybody else, but I'm nothing for myself. Your greatest asset is sitting here and she's not even getting any attention. You are your first priority in your business. You are the number one most important person. As you wake, before you get on with your day, you must give yourself some space. When you can, you create, all of you have time schedules and calendars and all of the things. Put yourself into your schedule. And even if it's just time for contemplation, where you get to stop for 15 minutes and stare at a wall, or look outside at the trees, or go for a walk with your dog, to do something where you are actually placed into your schedule. Very, very important. Investing in yourself, finding those things that really light you up and going and doing them. And if you need the support of a mentor or a coach, actually, you know what? Go do it. It's the best thing you'll ever do, to have somebody there that has your back, because this business in that entrepreneur world can be quite lonely. And if you've got stories going on in your head that are telling you all the reasons why you can't and you shouldn't and you blah, 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 you need to be witnessed in that, so somebody else can go, hey, girl, that's just all a story. It's not actually true. You're amazing and you need to get this out into the world. So engaging other people, being part of groups, or, engaging a mentor or a coach, that you can actually have somebody else bear witness to you and your magic and help extract that out. that's my magic. That's what I do for a living. So I will help you no end. Check out the merch tent and come and work with me, because I will totally show you how magic you are, and also give you the courage to get out there and be how magic you are. Mwah.